So aloha everyone, my name is Laurie and welcome to our introduction to the Tao Calligraphy field. And I am honored to be one of the Tao Calligraphy field practitioner, as well as a Tao Calligraphy teacher. And I'd love to share more about Tao Calligraphy with you and how it can help you in your wellness journey. By training, I am also a psychologist, so I do like to sometimes integrate some of the psychological training that I have into these sessions. However, today I thought I would like to start with you checking in to see how you're doing and if anyone is in any type of pain or discomfort. So if you can maybe write in the chat, I wanted to do a couple of demos and help you along your wellness journey. So as we are waiting for some of you to maybe chat, I will go ahead with what we have for today. And just a reminder for those of you who may be watching the video or are new, that all the Tao calligraphies that you see on screen is to be kept in your heart. We do not take any recordings, screenshots of the sessions with the calligraphies present. Okay, and anything that we share should not be taken for any medical or psychological or psychiatric advice. Uh, we don't diagnose or guarantee any outcome. We always ask that you consult your own physician and healthcare provider um, when you are making any decisions related to your physical or mental health. Okay, so let's see if we can move forward and do a check-in. So some of you may already be doing a check-in. And what I like to look at is how are we doing in terms of our thoughts, our emotions, our bodily symptoms, sensations, actions, and behaviors. So these might be some of the areas that we are looking at just to notice where we are. And awareness is key in our wellness journey. Many times when you're not aware of what's going on with you, you can leave it going too long, and then it can be more challenging to get back in balance. And sometimes, in the medical field, it can, lead to some serious conditions. So just think about, have your thoughts this week been more positive, optimistic, or on the other side, more negative? That could be a sign of, higher stress. And when we are looking at ourselves, we want to be careful not to judge ourselves. We want to just be aware, right? And objective about it and have actually the gratitude and trust that, hey, I'm aware, I caught it, and now I can move forward to get myself back in balance, back into a healthier and happier condition. Okay, so thoughts again, emotions, bodily sensations or symptoms. Sometimes we might have an exacerbation of some challenges that we may have if you have some ongoing challenges. And also looking back at your actions and behaviors. Okay, have there been more loving, kind, productive, feeling like you're doing great acts of service? Or has it been where, you feeling like you just need more rest or more touchy or sensitive? So these are things that you can see how you're doing, and these will give you a guide of where you may be. So let me just check out. So wonderful. So I have wonderful Akara. Thanks. Glad to be here. So Akara is experiencing some sore muscles and joints. Aloha Gregory. I'm so glad that you're here and looking for the opportunity to trace and chant Tao mantras. Wonderful. Tao. So great. So we will get to that today. So maybe Akara, since you've mentioned some sort of, you don't mind being maybe our demo throughout the evening to see how things can shift as we move along this session. And for all of you too, you can monitor where you are. So give yourself a number as you do your check-in from 0 to 10 as to where you may be experiencing, like 10 could be like high distress, pain, discomfort, and then we're wanting to have it lower that pain level, okay? So if you can just kind of get some of those numbers here, and other people, if Akara is okay about me monitoring hers, but all of you can also do yours for yourself as well, okay? So I thought that what today we will do is we will get started. I'm going to just share Master Sha's video, and many of us have watched it if you've been joining me previously. But I love this video because every time I get deeper into the messages that he is talking about, and we get to connect with his frequencies and vibrations. He calls it Shen, Qi, and Jing. So you'll learn more about that, but we get to kind of connect with that. Okay, so let me play this for you as we get started.
Millions of people meditate, positive thinking, and a special healing mantra or healing song. Wonderful. But I think mind over matter is not enough. The next step is soul over matter. Soul over matter, soulfulness means our soul can make things happen.
Master Zhigong Sha studied to be a medical doctor in Western medicine from China. Through this journey, he came to learn of a 5,000-year-old practice in traditional Chinese medicine. This revolutionized both his practice and his healing gifts. This is his story.
When I was in a medical college, Xi'an Medical College, one time I think at the restaurant, the meat spoiled. Then I took it. Then I have vomiting, diarrhea, and my intestine cramp. Then midnight, I went to emergency. They give me injection in modern medicine. Nothing works. Ayo, pain. I drink water, pull throughout. I have a classmate. He is the traditional Chinese medicine lineage family, but he studied modern medicine as my classmate. And he came down to my room. He said, lie down. I lie down, lie on the stomach. And he put his hands on my inner thigh and also my lower back. And he said, relax. Then he moved the finger, moved my tendon. I was shouting, wow, very painful, and very forceful, move my tendon. And then he said, drink the water. I said, I cannot drink anything. He said, big bowl of water, drink it. I drink it. I drink it. I was totally okay. I have such a deep impression. I said, wow, Chinese medicine, 5,000 years history. There must be something.
This experience, along with many more, changed Master Sha's trajectory from studying strictly Western medicine to also studying traditional Chinese medicine. He received his MD degree in Western medicine from China. He also became a doctor of traditional Chinese medicine and acupuncture. As a lifelong student of ancient Chinese wisdom, Master Sha has come to learn this one eternal truth.
Millions of people in China know these three words, Shen, Qi, Jing. But I have realized Shen, Qi, Jing is more than people understand.
In traditional Chinese medicine, Shen, Qi, Jing are known as the three jewels or three treasures. Shen is the soul, Qi is energy, and Jing is essence or matter. Master Sha has learned and further teaches that everything and everyone is made up of soul, heart, mind, energy, and matter. Or in other words, we are all made up of Shen, Qi, Jing.
During my study through the whole life, I have realized Shen, Qi, Jing is a universal law. Everyone, everything is made of Shen, Qi, Jing. Shen includes soul, heart, and mind. So in spiritual realm, soul is the spirit. But in quantum physics and Tao science, soul is information. They are the same. Millions of people believe here, soul and spirit. Millions of people believe scientific way. But in fact, they are the same. Information is your soul. So therefore, this is like an information system we share with humanity in Tao science.
To further explain, the soul is the warehouse where information is stored. Our heart is the receiver, which transmits the information to the mind. Our mind is the processor or interpreter of the information received. Our mind, in turn, directs the energy and initiates actions. This energy, or qi, dictates the actions of matter. Matter, known as jing, can be defined as our physical body, physical environment, and physical circumstances. Knowing this, both the positive and negative information we consume play a crucial role in the outcome of our lives.
Positive information causes great result for health, relationship, finances. If you connect with negative information, you are affected. We do Tao Calligraphy. We connect with the source. This is a positive information.
Tao Calligraphy is a revolutionary healing art based on an ancient form of one-stroke calligraphy, ibitsu, which he learned from the soul lineage holder, Professor Lee Chu Yun. Master Sha further developed this oneness writing to create a powerful vibrational field that carries the positive messages of Tao's source, such as the greatest love, forgiveness, harmony, flourishing, and more. Through this, we can transform negative information and energy in our own vibrational field by absorbing the positive information and energy generated through tracing of Tao calligraphy. This can result in positive changes and profound healing in our lives, as has been the case for hundreds of thousands of people whom Master Sha has served.
Tao Calligraphy creates source healing field that can serve all life, including health, relationship, and finances. Millions of people meditate.
Okay, wonderful. So thank you. Okay. So wonderful. So thank you. I just love that that video. And okay, so great. So Akara is able to, but she has her baby, so she might not be able to speak or be present. But maybe if you can just write in the chat as well how you know how you're doing. But is there anyone else online too who may be experiencing some pain or discomfort? And would like to be a demo today? Welcome, others who have joined. So if so, you can either unmute or put notice it in the chat. And while we're waiting, I'm going to explain a bit more. Master Sha talked about Shen Qi Jing, about Tao calligraphy as really being a transformative art that really brings in this positive energy and field. And I wanted to talk a bit more about just even the benefits of calligraphy writing. So I let me just go to my, so this is just about Chinese calligraphy. So there's been research about just writing Chinese calligraphy and the benefits that Chinese calligraphy or shufa can bring in one's life. So this has been thought to actually been a therapeutic modality and a has life extending qualities for thousands of years, right? It's very revered and honored in, in like the Asian traditions. And this art can be a deeply meditative practice stemming from the breath and control necessary to position the brush. So some of you may have experienced maybe a calligraphy class growing up, or even the Tao calligraphy with myself or with other Tao calligraphy teachers, with Master Sha, and may be familiar with Tao calligraphy writing. or Chinese writing or any kind of Asian writing. I started with what they call it, sort of shuji or shodo in Japanese. So that's like Japanese calligraphy, but they write similar characters. So the practice itself is to help develop a still and calm heart that is necessary to produce not only fine art, but to progress spiritually and mentally. And this is just written about Chinese calligraphy, okay, or Asian style calligraphy. And it provides a unique sense of mind-body coherence. So there has been research that showed that Chinese calligraphy training can slow down and relax our bodily functions. For example, our heart rate, our blood pressure, our respiration, and skin temperature will at the same time heighten and activate our cognitive and neural activities. I actually like to do my blood pressure reading before I do my Tao calligraphy practice at times, and then after. And I always see a drop in my blood pressure rate, after I am writing calligraphy. So that continued practice can really be beneficial. It has also, as I mentioned, been thought to enhance cognitive function. And they've had a study that I saw that with college students, and they found that practicing calligraphy improved memory retention and recall abilities. And so, for many of us who are getting more mature in our age, our cognitive abilities, we treasure them, right? Our memory. So writing Chinese calligraphy can be very valuable. Also helping to improve hand and arm strength, as well as hand and eye coordination. And one study with Parkinson's patients showed that it helped to improve hand dexterity and reduce tremors because we're kind of focusing, right? So, and also I have one more page of benefits. So there are other studies that they mentioned. I'm just summing it up in this one. Was one helping to increase creativity and depressed mood. These were with those with some emotional issues. Promote relaxation and calmness, reduce stress and anxiety. And this one was with insomnia patients. So, and to fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. And we've already talked about the blood pressure possibility. So all of these are great benefits that they're seeing just from writing regular Chinese calligraphy as like a practice, like a learning and meditative experience. But what is Tao calligraphy? I truly believe in my heart that Tao calligraphy can exponentially increase some of these benefits. And the reason why is because not only does it have the benefits of a traditional calligraphy practice, but Dr. and Master Sha, as you saw in the video, learned this from Professor Li Chuyun, who is was a cultural treasure. And he, with his lifelong training and mastery of ancient philosophies, healing arts, spiritual practices, and more, developed this unique, special oneness writing to bring the essence, frequency, and vibration of the Tao oneness into each calligraphy. And by Tao, we do not mean the religion. It is not a religion. It's just a word that Lao Tzu, the founder of Tao, used to represent like the source or the grand oneness field, whatever you want to call it, but this universal energy and information. And so with this training, he has trained all of his Tao calligraphy teachers and his many practitioners to be able to bring in this powerful, high frequency, positive message and sense of oneness into the Tao calligraphy that we write or that he writes and we trace. Okay, so but when practicing Tao calligraphy by writing or tracing or meditating, we get to align with the principles of oneness and the positive vibrational field that brings balance, rejuvenation, and healing into our lives. So let's go ahead and get started. So this character is one that Master Sha has written in one of his Tao Calligraphy classes. And so for those of you who, do know how to write Tao Calligraphy or want to learn about Tao Calligraphy writing, great. This can be an opportunity to connect. Master Sha has mentioned that Tao Calligraphy writing is one of the highest forms of what he calls spiritual practice of Shulin, okay? Surface Shulin. So for those of you who want to kind of join along, you can grab your brush along with me and, follow along. If you have paper or water paper, you can get these. I'm just going to show you. I like to carry my clipboard here. I have paper if I want to write it with like a pen. And then I also have water paper, and I have these like a water, I don't see mine's here. It's usually like a water tent that I can use it right on here. Okay, so some of you may have that, and maybe you can join me at least once a month to do some Tao calligraphy writing. So this is on the top is the traditional way that Master Sha writes Da, and on the bottom is it in Tao calligraphy, the oneness writing. Okay, and Da, in the traditional, it has certain characters. It has the straight line, which means E or one, and it's overlaid on this second area here. This is then, right? This is human. It represents human or form. And you can think about it and like a man stretching out their arms, spreading their legs, and it becomes like in oneness, okay? It's top with heaven or the source. Here's, representing humanity, and down to Mother Earth, aligning all of these areas as well. Okay, so when you see a Da, we're going to be tracing Da today in one of the calligraphies with one of the 10 greatest qualities. Connect with this oneness. So Da means greatest. A lot of people think of it as big, but we are defining it as greatest qualities. Okay, and in the Tao calligraphy book, that the green one, some of you are familiar, they talk about the three key meanings is greatest, unconditional, and selfless. So when we're tracing this, and let's trace it together. So we start here, a straight line. We lift our brush, go up. We kind of go to the middle stroke, down, around. We lift our brush, and then we make that last line down. So even if you don't have a brush, you're not writing, you don't want to write, that's fine. Just trace this calligraphy of Da. So I'm gonna, for those of you who, want to take this opportunity to reconnect with your writing, you can imagine having a brush in your hand or just with your pen and just get familiar with the pattern of Da. And we're going to bring this positive message. This is already a Tao calligraphy Master Sha wrote. It carries positive messages in Shen Qi Jing, right? It has key meanings of greatest, representing the 10 greatest qualities, such as greatest love, greatest forgiveness, greatest compassion, greatest light, and much more. Okay? We can go over them maybe a bit later. But I want you to imagine this frequency as vibration as you connect with Da and trace Da. Okay? Feel the greatest unconditional, selfless love and light coming to you. Okay? And you can think about your request. What is your request for today? And you're going to just get into this meditative space to think of Da, the light of this calligraphy coming in to support. Okay? Da, da, da. Okay? Let's just do a few times. And I'm going to just start screening. Let's see what I have on my next slide. Okay, so Da I, if you combine Da, you can trace the Da with Da I, is another, one of the first Tao, the 10 Tao phrases. This is the first qualities of the Tao source, greatest love, unconditional love that melts blockages, purifies one's heart and soul. So I'm going to offer a blessing at this time for Da, and you can also write with me to dedicate it for your condition, okay? So we will do it for, I'm going to use a card right now, but for those of you in the room, you can also connect. And if there is anyone else that wants to share, wants to be the demo for this, let me know. I'm going to just write, as a Tao calligraphy practitioner, master practitioner, I have the honor to allow this service. So those of you can also just receive the positive splash message, but for a car, if she's still on the line, I will do it for her muscles or her, her sore muscles as appropriate, okay? And all of you too, you can maybe trace the calligraphy I'm writing, connect, and some of you may be practitioners yourselves or know how to write. You can offer just Da. I'm gonna just do Da because it's easier for some of you who are learning to write with me. I'm just gonna do Da, greatest love. It's greatest love on screen. Da for Da I. If it comes out that I write I, then I will write Da I. And meaning just for Akara, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna do it for it with my next level, Tao Calligraphy writing, the master practitioner, car for her sore muscles as it's gonna write down. Okay. A few more times. One more time. It's gonna okay. So we're gonna just trace the Da, any of the Da. Greatest love. Yeah, and just okay. So, and we're just doing a short while because there's many different services that I want to introduce you to. But if anybody wants to share what maybe they felt as we were writing the Da for Kara, and maybe if Kara has a moment, she has her baby with her, but if she wants to maybe unmute or chat, just bringing in that positive message, the Da representing, 10 greatest qualities. Anybody want to share? Able to share? Okay. And maybe you can also share for yourself if anyone felt or saw anything with the calligraphy writing. Okay. So I will start sharing. Okay, wonderful. So Akara said, thank you. Seeing lots of light, feeling peace. The writing is beautiful. Thank you, Akara, for sharing. And so I really felt this wave of light coming in and for Akara, because this was dedicated for Akara and also for the field. So this is just one level of service that Master Sha creates and writes these beautiful different types of calligraphies. And I want you to also experience the field. So, okay, great. And okay, wonderful. Okay, so I want to go back and have you also experience. There are many calligraphies that Master Shah has in books. This is in one of his books, the Tao Calligraphy, the red one, as well as the one for depression and anxiety. And you can use these calligraphies for your own benefit by tracing them. But I'm going to introduce you to a high level field, right? And so the Tao calligraphy field is made up of various Tao calligraphies, and each Tao calligraphies carries a unique purpose and potential, but all calligraphies can be applied generally, right? Because all of them carry the high frequency field of positive information, energy, and matter. So we're going to allow Akara to be in the Tao calligraphy field. As we mentioned earlier, it's a 10 Tao field that carries the 10 greatest qualities and natures that are the core and essence of the Tao source in order to transform and enlighten all life. So think about your request and how you were feeling in the beginning. Check in with your number, because many of you may have gotten just by watching the video, seeing the calligraphy. See if there's any shifts. I would love to hear where you are right now, or if some of the blockages are coming out, right? Because with these pure qualities of the 10 Tao qualities that we've shared here that's listed, these carry such positive frequency that the negative frequencies, the heaviness, the tension, the pain, start coming out like a cleansing, a detox. So you might feel a bit more. So as we go into the field, just imagine that the light and these positive messages are coming in to clear that out, okay? So Master Sha talked about this. We're going to do the field practice that we're going to trace with our 5 fingers. Or for those of you who want to move your lower abdomen, imagine the ball of light here, we'll do that, okay? So let's use our power techniques, which is, body power. We're going to optimize our hand positions. So you can put this one says one hand on your lower abdomen, one hand on your heart, okay, for your healing request. You're going to say hello. Mind power is creative visualization, the Tao calligraphy field. And the sound power, we're going to be using Da'ai, greatest love. And the Tao calligraphy power is tracing power. So you're going to trace with your fingers or your Dan, okay? And for breath power, you can just breathe in naturally through your nose, bring it down to your lower abdomen, okay? Just naturally. So let's connect with Da'ai. So, dear Da'ai, love you, honor you, appreciate you. Please bless your request. We're also going to be tracing for Akara, for her muscles as appropriate. Okay, so she's with baby. She might need to kind of relax. Things. Okay. So let me just see. Okay. So we're gonna trace and imagine this light and the message of greatest love coming to you. Okay, when you're tracing with your lower abdomen, you can imagine the light ball. And I'm going to show the tracing on with my little white arrow, okay? So we usually do 3 times. You can start from the top. And the circle can represent the Tao source, so at the oneness or the oneness field, whatever you believe in. So as you connect, imagine the light of the field, okay? I like to, I started imagining like as it traced, I saw that the golden light coming up. And as I continue to really focus on seeing the light, or imagine the light, you can start to actually see it without even imagining. Like the message of like, oh, comes to you, that it is light pouring out of the field and radiating to you, okay? So this is the pathway that you can, don't worry if you don't get it right away. The main thing is to be relaxed and just focus on the light and imagine that the greatest love is coming to you, to the area of your request, okay? So Da'ai, greatest love, greatest love. I'm gonna be rotating. Greatest love. Okay. Think about greatest love. And let's see. I'll play a little bit of music for a few moments and get that practice. This is also the I'm gonna be playing Da'ai, Greatest Love CD. Okay, so hold on, you might be a block in the screen as I change the volume. Okay. So
Dai, dai.
条件爱融化灾难，心情善明，代无条件爱融化灾难，心情善明，代无条件爱融化灾难，心情善明。Great is love, unconditional love, miles of blockages, purifies your heart and soul. Great is love, unconditional love, melts all blockages, purifies your heart and soul.
So continue to stay connected with the Tao Calligraphy, Tao I, greatest love, and allow that light to penetrate, breathing it into the area that you're needing that support. Exhale, let that light expand. And I'm just going to read. So just allow yourself to stay connected. I'm going to read maybe some comments. So even if you cannot see the field right now, let me, I'll have it so you can see it behind me. I have another calligraphy, but I'll the field. Okay, so you're still connected with the field, and I'm gonna just stop the sharing for now, and let me know how you're feeling. So let's see. Good. Amy mentioned I could feel the vibrations within my heart as I was tracing. Wonderful. Gregory said the rest of my request is central nervous system so I can heal and walk again. Great. Okay, so, and Akara said, thank you, feel much more calm and relaxation in my body. Pain went from a 6 to a 5, which is an improvement. Great, so Akara, since you're still on the line, what we're gonna do is we will give you the next level of healing and transformation with a Tao Light Treasure. And so if you are okay with receiving, let us know. And as I get your okay for that, I will just briefly share. Many of you are familiar. Okay, wonderful. So Akara is aware of open. And so as I offer it to her, all of you can also receive the splash. So, Gregory, you're working on your area. Continue to allow that splash to also come into you. Okay, so these are the calligraphies that we have. And Akara, have you already received a Tao Light transmission for your muscles? Was it for your sore muscles? Okay, and what it is so as I'm checking in, okay, so if you already had one for Da'ai, even if you get another one, it will be to the next level. Okay, I'm going to give you for Da'ai, because we've been tracing with Da'ai. So I'm going to give you a Tao Golden Light Ball and Golden Liquid Spring from the calligraphy of Da'ai, Greatest Love. Okay, and as it mentions here on the slide, it is to really help bring that next level of healing, rejuvenation, and transformation. And it's like a permanent light treasure. So you activate it, like you just say, turn on, please just turn on. And you get to, so she can continue that healing process, even after this session. Okay. So as it mentions here in the last one, it can be used every day for your healing, rejuvenation, transformation, but you need to activate it. Okay. So I will skip over this. There's other sessions where I've talked about why we receive this, many different positive reasons why. And I want to just go ahead and offer that transmission. Okay, so let me get back to the field, and I'm going to do it from Da'ai. So just relax, Akara, and all of you too, kind of check to see with the light coming to you, how you're feeling. So this is from the field of the Tao Calligraphy field. Greatest Love, Golden Light Ball, Golden Liquid Spring for Car for muscles. Okay, so this is for her muscles. Okay, so, and maybe some of you who have your channels, we call it spiritual channels open, you might be able to feel this light, this connection with this field, the source connection we're able to experience because of Dr. Master Sha to give these permanent light treasures. Transmission. All treasures, join as one. Transmission. Turn on. So let us trace and serve Akara by, you can trace the calligraphy and imagine the light ball. So you can trace the eye, but you can also imagine that she received this Tao light treasure transmission for her muscles to help to ease and bring more positive information to the muscles. Okay, so you can trace and just see Akara's whole body full of love and light. So as we trace for her, we are supporting her, and you're also supporting yourself. So you're tracing for yourself, but also we're all tracing for Akara. Okay. One of the secrets Master Sha talks about is if you want to heal, you help heal others, right? So healing others helps to heal yourself, serve others. He actually had a whole protocol, I think, before for like cancer, people who were diagnosed with cancer. They had a support group, and really the premise of the group was to kind of forget themselves and really serve each other. So that was what I remember Jimena would talk about. She's a leading teacher with Master Sha, has been with him for many years. So really feel this love and light going to Akara. You can feel it within yourself from the field, and it is radiating throughout Akara's whole body. So the field is supporting her. So she has the Tao field around her and within her, because now she has a Tao light treasure, which is this light, invisible light treasure that radiates within her. I think I have to bring in my aura camera pictures of the blessings that we had. So one day I'll try to remember to put it on so people can have a visual. But just feel her whole body full of light, sending positive messages to her muscles to help alleviate the pain and discomfort, to bring calmness, relaxation, and light. Light. Okay. And you can continue to imagine that for her. Some of you are Tao hands practitioners and other Tao technology practitioners. You can continue the process for yourself for her. And let me stop the sharing so I can read chat. Okay, great. Okay, so yes, okay. So she may have already had a treasure of for her muscles, but this will just add to these treasures that it heightens it for her, the light, the field, and it always, you don't get the same one all the time. You can get many Da'ai treasures, but it will go up to the next frequency and vibration. So we'd love to hear Akara after she integrates some of that for herself. And if there's anyone else that would like to share how it felt to kind of have the splash of the Tao light ball and liquid spring, and also to trace for Akara. And you can share by either writing in the chat or unmuting. So Akara writes, okay, updates. Okay. Thank you, Laurie and all. I really appreciate the concentration of peace, light, love, and healing. Purifying some pain, which is good. Feel more uplifted and hopeful. So grateful. So what she may mean by the purification, sometimes it intensifies. I don't know if that is for her, but sometimes as a higher light treasure comes in, the pain intensifies because the blockages are coming out, the negative information is coming out. So please keep Akara in your hearts, and you can turn on her treasure for her and other treasures, because she has more, to help her healing and transformation. So thank you all. And if anybody else would like to share any other insights or experiences, thank you, Brittany. Brittany is posting in the field the upcoming events that Dr. Master Shah has. One is the Open Spiritual Channels, which is this weekend. And, you know, we mentioned about if some of you have your spiritual channels open, but having it open, sometimes you get to see the light, or you get to know the wisdom or the messages that come through. And even if your channels are open, to allow it to purify further to the next level is really priceless. Master Shah hasn't had a workshop such as the Open Spiritual Channels or the Soul Enlightenment Retreat for a long time. So for those of you who are able to do it and ready to do it, please do so. The links shared are affiliate links, so that will also support Satori. So we would appreciate that if you can do that. The Soul Enlightenment would be one that if you had to choose which one to do, I would definitely do the Soul Enlightenment if you have never experienced a Soul Enlightenment retreat, because these are very rare and few. And the possible services and opportunities that can come with Soul Enlightenment. Master Shah would say, well, that's usually one of the number one things to get and receive. So definitely that one. And there's the first international conference of science, Tao research, and Tao technology. There is a webcast. I'm very excited for that, especially as a psychologist. So, and thank you, Brittany. She also mentioned that our August special is we have a special service. We didn't get to demonstrate it tonight, but it's a Shiqing Hujo. It's a special breathing where very significant amount of blockages is released. So we have a introductory special for that that you can see. And also for Chiemi, she is, if you haven't seen the video, she's helped Mom with her hand and has helped many others. integrating and drawing from her experience in working with the hospital and with people with some physical challenges in mobility and functioning. She's going to integrate that. So if any of you know of anyone that could benefit, please, she has a special that she is offering as well. And then Annette has her upcoming regular Tao Wellness Workshop. She really puts her heart and a lot of time and energy, and she draws from other areas of wellness to bring you the best possible presentation that she can do. And if you cannot join live, you can always watch the video. It will be a Monday, Tuesday, next week, Monday, Tuesday, the 26th and 27th. And it's a very, very generous honoring fee. So I hope all of you can join and also maybe share it with others who are maybe new to this, and they can get a nice introduction to Tao Wellness. And we certainly appreciate your feedback. And so the general eval form link for any class, for any programs that you have, and particularly for these, we have these weekly, and we really want to serve all of you. So if there's any way that you have any guidance and recommendations of how we can make it, more helpful for you, we'd really, appreciate that guidance. So just filling in that form, giving us feedback, constructive, we love constructive feedback, or any positive experiences. We love having that as well. But that will allow you to be put into our lucky draw that we have every month. And whoever is selected, you get a special service or, something special from Satori Family Wellness Center. So we hope that you can help us that way. And also your service will maybe help to bring in more people so we can reach out to serve much more souls. So we thank you, everyone. And if anybody else has any other comments or questions as we end today, we're going to thank the field for its support. And you can just say thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, we thank everyone for your, and if you are interested in receiving any downlight transmissions, we have, we can offer that here at our center. Master Shah has next level types of, depending on what you need. And we also offer our, complimentary 15-minute consultation so you can get started on your, wellness journey. So please continue to be with us, join, increase the light field, seek support. As you mentioned, these are some of the wellness opportunities coming up. Oh, and also the Shah Research Foundation, we are participating. If you do have anyone who is new and is interested in transforming maybe some depression, unipolar depression, like major depressive disorder, and has, please let them look into the study. It can be very valuable, and these services will be free for them if they participate in their study. Okay, and so thank you everyone for joining us today. Say thank you from my heart, and hope that you join again next week. We continue to have our complimentary services Monday and Tuesday, Monday morning, first 3 of the month with Annette, my mother Annette, with some practices, and I'm on Tuesday with my self-care and service practice with the Love, Peace, Harmony field. So please join us. And also next week, I believe, hopefully Dr. Gina will be back up. So please join us next week. She always has very insightful and powerful sessions. So you can also invite others that you feel might be really interested in learning more about like the 5 elements and Tao calligraphy. Okay, so thank you everyone.
Thank you. Aloha.
Thank you. I hope I recorded. So hopefully I recorded. Thank you.